Peace be with you. Salam alaikum. And our project, the World Park for Peace. What unites the children and the adults? We thought about everything, but we came up with the idea that the elements of the universe and the historical facts are a main bridge that unites the children and the adults. Why the children? We have been collecting for over 10 years children's drawings for peace from all over the world, from over 151 countries till now. We reached to over 200,000 drawings, and our main base is in Italy. We started there in support of Sant'Anna di Stazzema, which is the National Park for Peace of Italy. And here, of course, in Dubai, in the UAE, we are the world. That's why the project has the name the World Park for Peace. Let's go together. The water room. Welcome to the water room, and we have the most famous ark, which is Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark in this case is going to carry the children's drawings, and this is the door. The Noah's Ark is made by the palm tree. The palm tree, so God gave to the human the food, the dates, and after the sin, the cotton to cover his body. So God provided for us everything. This ark in this position, as we see it now, is just crashing the wall of the historical house and saying that has this time a message. So the humans have still to be careful on their choices. And in the two sides, we have the children's drawings, but with the hope, in this case, the waves that the Safina, the ark, is facing are the white waves. So the hope is still there. The children's drawings are all the same size and they are original. They come from different schools and different countries. Here we have the pigeon of peace and the message. Everything comes by order of God, as we see here. Here we are at the element of air. Welcome. The scene we have in front of us is the tree, the burning bush, the fire that was not consumed, and Kalimullah, Moses, and the stick of Sayyidina Musa. The scene we are representing here is the mountain Sinai. The first time when Moses met God at the burning bush, and the second time when he met God and God gave him the 10 orders. One of them, do not kill. Here we have the stars in the sky. We represent it with a reason because God promised to Moses that he's going to give to him children as the stars in the sky. That's why we connected this green tree as a green tree of life in this case, but made by the children's drawings, which are the future. Here we have our beautiful garden, and this area, hopefully very soon, will be the instrumental area to host international artists from all over the world. We are going to the fire room. We have also our baby cats. Mama with the baby. Here we are at the fire room. The fire room has a main part that represents this room, which is this tree, and it's called the Brothers' Blood Tree. I have seen this tree in the island of Socotra in Yemen, and I got inspired. People there, they say that when Cain killed his brother, the valley got full of these trees. So from that day, which was the first murder in the history of the humanity, what has changed in us, to us, in our world? Did the killing stop? I think no. Out of this expression of gold, which is full of chocolates, because we didn't have all this gold to represent this room, we wanted to represent the greediness. We wanted to represent this part of the humans which it hurts not only the human but the whole world. Out of the power, out of the money, out of the greed, out of the jealousy, the humans still continue to do things that are not suitable for the human. If we look down, the first thing that we are going to see is ourselves. But if we look in this way, another scene that we are going to see seems like a reflection of another room under us, which exactly is an illusion, because under our feet there's no other room. So this is only just to tell us that everything we think we own into this life, it does not belong to us. So children, wife, money, power, whatever we think. Because the only thing for sure we have in this life is only the death. So we come with nothing. With nothing we come, with nothing we go. So the question it is, does money buy life? That's why I put the money into the element of fire. Here we are at the earth room. Here we have the children's drawing. The color of the walls is a gold color that reflects our land, our sand, but a mix of the Mother Earth, which gives us the grain, okay, but at the same time also the food. We move. Over here we have a table, which is the most famous table in the history of humanity. So we spoke about the earth that feeds us, but who created the earth? Was God. God provided to the humanity the food, the bread, the fish. We represented it through the shells. So the fish and the bread. And in this case, the table as the table of the Last Supper. A table spread with food that came from heaven. And all of us, we are waiting, Sayyidina Isa, Jesus, to come and to save this humanity. As here we see everything is in peace, and children, they have a present and they have a future. We also want to mention that they carry wisdom and they are the future of our world. Welcome to the fifth element, the ether room. Here we have a child, happy. He's drawing, and he's drawing a sun. Suddenly, he hears an airplane coming. He gets scared and he stands over here. He does not know what to do, to go left or to go right. But he makes the decision to walk. The sounds start to come more stronger, so he gets scared and runs, stepping over here with his feet, and unfortunately the bomb pushes him up over there, and he will end up over here. Unfortunately, this is the end of the life of the child. But when this happened, the child got transformed in light. And what this teaches us? That all of us, we are light. And the sun that the child was drawing, it became big, like an explosion, to show us that whatever happened in life, the sun will continue to shine, and to tell us that we all will go to the main source. We all will go to God. Nurun ala nur, the light upon light. Now we go to the next room because we don't want our story to end up into a sad moment, but into an action. What we can do to make an action in this case as a mission to save our planet. Here is our majlis. We call it majlis. And the father's room and the tent of gathering. At the tent of gathering, we have a short film, which we call it the Green Desert. And the film is about the father and the son in the desert, which we will add it into the insert. But the father's room, in this case, all the lights we see represent all the fathers that have been through all the civilizations, through all the history of the humanity, from the first tent that they have created till today. We represent them through all the lights that we see over here. They used to gather, they used to share food, to share their thinking, and also to lead their families, to lead their children. And in fact, one of the writing over here is, "Lead my way." And one of the saying that we have written here is, "Do not be afraid." This is written in the holy books. Welcome to the mother's room. The mother's room, we have presented it in different levels. First of all, the flooring. All the reflection is about the mothers that they left us, but when we think about them, they come in our mind, in our heart, in our soul, but they are with us. They never left us. They never died because we are their blood through our DNA. The 9 squares that we see here, they represent the mother and the future life. And the roses up, they represent the future mothers to come. Some are almost near us, some are still up. The mothers beautiful as roses, colorful as the roses, protected as the mother pearl. Life is a mother, and this is dedicated to all the mothers, from the first woman into this planet, to the Eve, to Virgin Mary, to the most important women that have passed through the history, till to my mother, till all the future mothers. We have to remind them a very important phrase which is written in the holy books, that we all come from heaven. Here we are at the Peace Be With You. Peace be with you is our message of the World Park for Peace, where we have represented my home, our home, the promised land for whoever came immigrating from their own land to this land. When I came over here, I thought that in the UAE there is a desert, but there's no animals. So that's why I represented the most beautiful part of the nature of the UAE. Started from the trees, which is our subject, the gaf tree, the neem tree, and also from the animals, from the camels to the horses, to the most well-known animals, to the Suzuki car and to the rabbits. But also we have pointed an eagle over there, also mentioning a writing in the holy books which says they shall mount up with wings as eagles. From the other side, we have represented the birds, and again another famous bird, which is the hudhud, with the writing, where is the hupi? This is written in the holy books and regarding the story of Prophet Suleiman when he asked, where is the hupi? We know that Prophet Suleiman asked God not money, but wisdom. And God said, I will give you wisdom and I will give you the money. So he was speaking to the animals, to the bird, to the seen world and to the unseen world. And the hupi was about the one, hudhud, the one that gave the news about the Queen Sheba. And the main point, when Queen Sheba went to the palace of Prophet Suleiman, that she saw herself reflected, this part of the reflection where I got inspired to bring to this house. Here we have the ice cream machines, which we call it the gelato, and we do the camel milk gelato, which we will add some inserts, as a fusion of the UAE cuisine and the Italian cuisine. So the gelato that is made with dates, cardamom, saffron, so all the traditional flavors and the spices from the UAE with the tradition of our gelato in Italy. Here we have the part of the sea which we represented. Most famous fish. And up here we have the flag of the UAE and the pigeons of peace. Because UAE is our home and UAE is our peace. Welcome to our garden. Our garden has the olive trees, which are mentioned in the holy books. We are lucky to have the palm tree. Outside, surrounding the house, there is the cedar tree. So all these trees are mentioned, and all our story matters. In the main part of the garden, there is this installation of stones which represent the sacrifice scene, the prophet Abraham. So we have on the water room the prophet Noah, and the air room the prophet Moses, the sons of Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel. We have the prophet Isa, Abraham as the father of the three religions, and till to the last prophet, which is Prophet Muhammad, and the miracle of water. In the Quran, we have two stories regarding the water, the miracle of water, the Zamzam water, and the miracle of water of Prophet Muhammad. The palm tree in this case represents the only woman, the Virgin Mary, which the angel after she delivered Jesus said, shake the tree and eat the fruit. So this is the full story of our garden, from all the prophets till to our palm tree. We hope and we wish to all the people that are going to visit our project peace, and we wish to put in their heart a seed that can be a seed of a plant, a plantation of a tree, to reach, to create the World Park for Peace on the ground. Not to make it only by exhibition like this, but to make an action. Till the seed of peace that we would like to put it into their spiritual heart, into their soul, that can grow. Because we are not made only by body, we are made also by soul. There are the two words that should be in balance, because if we don't have balance and we don't feed our soul, we will never be in balance. So we don't need to look for peace, to wait that the peace can be made by others. We need to make the peace starting from ourselves, starting to feed our soul. And which is the best way to feed our soul? To be in union with God and to tolerate, to support, and to be united with all the creatures of God, with all the humans, no matter what, from where they come from which country, from which culture, from which religion. We have represented here the three monotheist religions, but this house is a house of peace and house of child, which represent all of us, because at the end we are all His creatures.